Well, hello, BBs, and thank you so much for joining me. Today, we're catching up with Chantal as she shows us what her daily life is going to be like in Canada. Also, what not to do when you're getting a new pet. Today's video is brought to us by The Great Barbecue Chillin, so a big thank you to them. I will have the information to their channel in my description. And a big thank you to all of you. Your support of my teeny tiny channel truly means the world to me, so I appreciate you all so much. All right, let's see what we're in for, shall we?
I went on a little trip with my aunt. We just got back. It looks like the cat had a really good time. Her toys are all over, there's stuff on the ground. She was beezing. And she ate. I left her 2 huge bowls of food. She ate almost all of it for one day. Yep, went with my aunt to Montebello. Oh, I need my pot. I went to the Salvation Army or something. Or no, I think it was the Agape Center. It was like a thrift place, but you have to pay for stuff. So I got some Barco Mega stuff. Because I'm going to be doing a auction. I got these. Aren't these cute espresso cups? Because the coffee ain't cutting it
Yeah, those are pretty cute.
for me. Condiments. You ever do that? This is for the relish guy. But I love relish. So at the
She talking about Cuba, the relish guy that she went on a rant about? Why would she purposely bring that up?
first store, I got a pot. I got a couple pots, you know. I got my TV and my TV stand, but I might return the stand, and I've canceled the, what else did I order? The couch is coming, but I don't think I want the dishwasher. It's stupid. It's kind of a waste of money. I could use the money, you know. I got a used Brita filter. It was half price.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she had a dishwasher at the villa that she never used, so yeah, it probably is a waste of money. Just hand wash your dishes.
I got a curling iron. I need a round brush. And I got a Pyrex dish for $4 because they're usually pretty expensive. So I'm not gonna have the car much longer, so I was thinking of going dumpster diving. Like, I gotta return it tomorrow. I also need to go to Walmart and get a broom. So yeah, we went to a place called Park Omega, but we stayed a night in a hotel in Alfred.
What? So she did leave the cat overnight. That's... The cat honestly was probably like, thank God this freaking heifer is gone. But at the same time, like, you don't just leave a freaking new kitten by itself for hours and hours and hours on end.
No, I'm not taking the cat to the vet today. She doesn't even want to come out of the closet. Give her a break. Crying out loud. Yeah, I'm ignoring all vet questions and cat questions, so waste your breath. I don't care. No, she stayed here. Do you honestly think it would be traumatic for her to go with us? Because it's annoying, Blush Queen, and I'm ignoring.
Yeah, so Barbecue Chillin adds, why'd you even leave for a whole day in the first place? Exactly. You didn't have to do that, Chantal. There is another choice. It isn't just take the cat or leave the cat. You could have just stayed home.
At all. Right fucking now. Thank you. I don't like the new cat.
Especially since she had to have this freaking cat so damn bad. That's why you maybe could have waited until you were transitioned into your new living situation, comfortable, had a routine. Nope, just throws this new animal into the mix and leaves for a whole day.
Well, Bally, I don't give a shit what you like and what you don't like. You also liked Nat Turd at one point, so I don't think your judgment is very valid. I'm making 4 cheese lasagna. Actually,
What'd she just say about him?
Shit what you like and what you don't like. You also liked Nat Turd at one point, so I don't think your judgment is very valid.
Bringing him up. It's not a good sign.
4 cheese lasagna. Actually, no, I haven't seen my mom yet. I'm gonna be seeing her soon. Now.
Yeah, Barbecue Chillin added, that's wild. Yeah, I think the first thing I would do is see my family. So I don't know, is that telling us there's more of is that telling us there's more of a rift there than what we realized? I
was like really weirded out by my life like last night. And I'm talking less and less to Salah. So it's like we're both moving on with our lives, but it's weird. I got a part of my order. Actually, I could probably show you since I'm not modest. No. I got a new bra. Because these bras are regular $60 or 50, and this was 49. See, 65 for 40. It was even less. It was like 20 something. They had a good sale at Pennington's for the bra. And I got a huge pair of undies, but this is the pattern. Little teddy bears. I look like my name is Hagrid. Ew, I look like Pete. I mean, the hair for a woman is not very appealing. I don't mean Pete's is ugly because he's not. Pete just needs a haircut like me. We should both go. I didn't wash it in a couple days. Pete's hair is nicer than mine.
I obviously have an opinion about her whole hair situation. My heart goes out to anybody that has to deal with hair loss because it's a very traumatic thing, especially if you're a woman. Um, I've dealt with it myself since I was 16. Not nearly to the level she's at here, but it's just wild to me to see how actually like bare her head is there. She was never this bald from what we saw that I remembered, where she just had like a legit like bald patch that looks like about the size of a 50-cent piece, just clear. So, I mean, it has to be from where she was letting her hair mat. I had a really good comment in my I had a really good comment in the I had a really good comment the other day that was just describing, how if you're properly wearing the hijab, you're also putting protective hairstyles and like special caps to prevent that exact problem. So she really had no one over there, did she, to just even tell her like, "Hey, here's the simplest things to do to take care of yourself."
You're right. It's healthier. It's all the green pepper he eats. But yeah, honestly, in the cat, she cries, she plays, she eats a lot, uses the bathroom, which I gotta scoop now soon. Where's the scoopers? I gotta set up my TV. So the other thing I'm really missing, ooh, they smell nice, is a scooter and a gaming console. I know I don't have my healthcare yet, that's why. Did Stella move on? I don't know, it's his business. Whatever, we're not together, so. Sounds like you signed them just for show. It's called I signed them and he hasn't had time to take them all the way to Damascus yet. That's what it sounds like. I know. How do we mind your own business? There's an idea.
Is that a touchy subject for you, Chantal? I mean, I think we talked about it in the last one. Seems pretty sus, if you ask me. And of course, she's just signing away, and oh, well, the paperwork's just floating out there somewhere. And she's just like, "You guys are stupid for questioning me."
Hamburger helper looks like barf. Strong farts. I need to go to Walmart. Walmart. If they don't have a cart, well, if they don't have a scooter. I know, my hamburger helper's gross looking. It says, I can't believe it's not butter, but it's not butter, I guess. It was on sale. You think this is a rich house? I'm not buying butter. Where's my purpose? No purpose just because you don't have a man. Even when I had a man, I had no purpose. But, I don't know. I at least took care of him, and life is just really quiet right now. Purposeless bees. Honestly, I don't have a family. I never will. I don't have a family of my own. We are your family. I definitely don't want another man. Ew. I can't smoke weed or do edibles because I gotta go out later. Okay, so what time is it? 6? Okay, I need to set up my TV stand and my TV. Go to the dispensary. Go to Walmart. Go dumpster diving. You know how many times I'm like, I need a rebound. And I had to stop myself because, no, I don't. I don't want to meet anybody right now. Like, I just want, I don't even know if I necessarily miss him. Because, like, it's just, I don't know what it is. Hey, bitchy.
She's miserable without him because she has nothing. She was miserable with him, but now that she's alone, she's like empty. She has nothing to distract her from the emptiness inside of her. That's sort of what I've said about Amber in the past too. It's like they are just constantly searching for that person that can validate what they're missing inside of themselves. They can't do it for themselves. They need somebody else feeding them their energy, feeding, "Oh, I love you so much. You're so beautiful." More so Amber, because I don't think Chantal was getting that from Sala, but they just need that person because they can't be okay with just themselves.
I think people will move in. Why are my views so high? What's going on? It's like bots. I don't know. There's no way 4,600 people have never watched my chat, even in CPAP rescue. Do you think that this is real views? Because then I can get more money and maybe my scooter in a couple months. Start promoting. Okay, everybody, 5,000 people here. If you would like to see scooter content, if you would like to contribute to a scooter, it's about 1,600 bucks. So, why are people watching me? What's going on? You know what it is? I just don't feel like I was good enough. Like, he makes me feel like I wasn't good enough. Just because, like, I can't. Anyways, I'm sorry, but I couldn't take the misogyny anymore, honestly. Is he marrying his cousin? I don't know. Maybe eventually. I'm like, now he says he just wants to be alone right now, but there's
There's something to be said here, but I feel like it's such a delicate thing. She had a problem with the misogyny, but you were seeking a Muslim man, where basically the man is the dominant role and women have their own role to play, which I would not consider an equal to a man. So, oh, Chantal, Chantal. It's almost as if people were like warning you, and then you were like, no, you're all stupid and wrong. And now here we are, 3 years later.
no man, hey Bingo Bonnie, that's gonna want someone like me. So, a fat, balding farter who can't have kids. So I should just be alone and be happy with that.
There is a lid for every pot. I truly believe there is a man out there for her. She just is not going to reevaluate her standards for the type of person that would be attracted to her. Like, genuinely attracted to her. Because she thinks that she's, more attractive than 90% of us. And she deserves a 10 out of 10 man. So,
Girl, the Slaytons have partners, you're fine. Yeah, but look at them. I'm just joking. Okay, I think we should go in the room. Hold on a second. No, I'm not gonna go out tonight.
jump scare.
My breathing is concerning. I'm not. I have this thing on. Modesty. Yeah, no. I would be considered the biggest skank of all time. Look at my hair.
Oh my God.
I feel like social.
Again, I'm really not trying to like make fun of her because I don't find the humor in the fact that she like lost all her hair. Because I don't really find humor in the fact that she like lost all her hair, even though obviously half of this now is clearly her fault and her neglect in the care of her hair. But um, let's watch that again. That was kind of jarring, honestly.
I would be considered the biggest skank of all time. Look at my hair.
Jesus.
I feel like socializing or like belonging to a group. Like anybody else want to come live streaming with me?
Chantal, you might have to leave your house once in a while and actually talk to people, okay? I want to be part of a group, but only if we're on live stream together and there's 2 screens in between. Like, God, she's just so unsocialized. Where it's like, I'm sure just the idea of her like going to, say, you went to like a pottery painting class or like a class would be like a perfect thing to join where you would meet people. And you obviously would do something with a mutual interest, for example, because it can be difficult making friends as an adult. But you're definitely not going to do it if you're not putting yourself out there and if you can't at least approach someone in public to a small degree. Like, you have to be able to talk to people a little bit. And Chantal, I don't think is willing to do any of that.
I feel like a major skank for like showing my shoulders because I've been covered up for like 3 years straight. And I've been like conditioned to feel that way. I would always argue with Salah, like, well, how come you've had like, how come you like, I don't know, he had like a friend from a long time ago that he worked with that wasn't wearing hijab. Yeah, well, they're not my wife. Anyway, I didn't know that when I met him, but on my baked, I'm trying to be. Do you think you ever felt the type of
What if he literally just wanted her covered up because he was like ashamed of people seeing her? Didn't he like darken the tint on their car? Like, no, people can still see in here and look at you. That would be just the fact that that's even a question of being possible is like so terrible to me. Like that must just destroy any shred of ego she might have had left. Like, Jesus.
Way about you being a big personality online. Yeah, probably. Like he really, really did not want me going back to this kind of life, like taking off hijab, being high. But here I am. He loved me when I was a different person, yeah. Like, but he thought that like
Did he, though? Did he ever love you, Chantal? Let's be so for real, okay? Look at you. You're back in Canada. You're free. You can do what you want. You don't need to pretend for him anymore, okay? He never loved you. Even when you were pretending to be a trad wife, you still weren't a trad wife. You were the Chantal version of a trad wife, which is not even close. But, oh, Chantal.
life was better for me because he thought being more lady, like being more modest, not swearing, no drama, all that kind of stuff, no smoking, was like better for me and my image. Didn't love me for me. Well, that's what it feels like. He smokes cigarettes, yep. You got my paycheck? This is what I'm confused about with my life. Are you saying
You got my paycheck.
he smokes cigarettes, yep. You got my paycheck? This is what I'm confused about with my life.
See, stuff like that is why I feel like at least Chantal is like funny sometimes. Like she's not afraid to look stupid. She's not afraid to act like an idiot. Whereas Amber has like none of that. She can't even like pretend to be funny. The only time Amber's funny is completely by accident.
Are you saying that I should burn in hell just because I'm showing my shoulders and wearing makeup and a wig and talking about pissing on a chair? Should I go to hell for that? I'm a good person. I'm generous. I don't, despite all the grossness in the world, I'm still very, you know, positive about life and grateful. And I do pray. I just, do it my own way now. So just because I don't cover my hair, which, by the way, the Quran does not say anywhere that to cover your hair. It says to cover your. So whatever. I honestly think that culture gets confused with religion, and I think men use that to be misogynistic. I had a whole box of hamburger helper, and I feel gross, and I hate hamburger helper. It feels so weird to me that just like 2 weeks ago or so, I was married to somebody who would die if I wore this in front of people. I'm Minx right now. No, I don't think Salah would find this attractive. So no. If I wanted to attract him,
Well, I'm pretty sure Kybella wasn't covered up. So let's not say that he's not attracted to that. He just maybe doesn't want to see that much of you, Chantal.
in here, I put my hijab on. Oh yeah, so whenever I was with Pete's,
God,
way before
why does she have to keep ripping the wigs off and on? Like it throws me off every time. It's just like such a stark contrast. And it's like, what?
you two, I used to wear a bed sheet. I had a favorite bed sheet I wore all the time, and I would be like, "Where's my sheet?" And then he would go, "It's dirty." I go, "I can't wear a dirty sheet. It's not a bed sheet. It's a skirt." His family never hurt me now. Oh my gosh. There were times where my stomach was rumbling because I was holding it in.
His family never hurt me. What are you talking about? If something happens to me, it was them. It was them t-shirts available now in my merch shop. It was them t-shirts available now in my merch store. Check them out.
The gas, and we were all outside sitting, and I had to get up off the floor. Whew. It almost happened. Like, I almost disastrously did a monster one because that was being held in all day. I know that women do fart there because you just don't hear them, but you sure smell them sometimes. One time I was in a government office and there was a woman in a heavy abaya, and I didn't hear anything, but she came over to me and sat down, and her sit down air was pretty farty. I think I'm like,
Chantal, you're one to talk about anybody's freaking sit down air. Like, give me a break. But, I don't know if it's like dawned on her. It's not really even necessarily like a Muslim country thing. Most polite society doesn't just walk around the grocery store ripping huge farts and making it obvious to everyone. Like, I live in the United States. It's not like common courtesy, even among like family gatherings. People aren't just ripping farts and being like, sorry, everybody. Like, it's still considered rude.
legit going to be single forever, and I'm going to invest in a, not when I can afford it, when my debts are paid and I'm in a good place, I'm going to get a $2,500 fake man doll. And
We've talked about this before. Dank Fupa, Reginald. A sex doll is not what this person wants, okay? Chantal's saying, oh, I'm gonna get a sex doll. She is the queen of starfishing. If she had a sex doll, she would have to do all the work, and we know she doesn't want to do that. So, what are you getting a sex doll for, Chantal? You're not getting on top, so you just want it to lay in the bed next to you so you can, like, finally slip into your complete delusional reality where you're just like, okay, Regina, and you'd, like, talk to it like it's real? Like, what are we doing here?
it's going to stay in my room in a corner. It doesn't talk. It doesn't do anything. It's only going to worship me. I don't want anything living and breathing.
Oh, okay. Well, that kind of answers that question, I guess. Will she just completely slip into her madness? Yes. It's going to worship me. Are you okay, Chantal? Like, looking at her right now, are you having, like, an actual episode? Like, what's happening?
It's not that. I probably wouldn't even be intimate with the doll. I just want to talk to it, get a job. Yeah, no, honestly,
My God.
understandable. Or I could like go back to school for like health admin or something.
Honestly, it's kind of just sinking in that she literally just said, I want to get a sex doll to talk to it. Oh my God. That might be one of the saddest things I've ever heard.
And get a like executive job, like director job at like a healthcare. I've been in healthcare administration for like years since I don't even know. No, I kind of like healthcare though, like the healthcare field, but like the administrative side. We stayed at the hotel last night. We were gonna go to Park Omega today, which we did. And so we got to the restaurant. I ordered the soup of the day, the soup du jour, and it was, oh my God, it was good. And then we went to the dispensary and I got some edibles and I was feeling sorry for myself. I was so sad. Like, since I have no hijab on, I'm talking about all this stuff. I'm high. There's like no going back. I could never, there's no way he would ever take me back. It's so everything he's against. He used to be more open minded, but he's so not anymore.
Why are you even talking about him taking you back? You're supposedly divorced, even though he hasn't filed the paperwork, and everything's done. So why is it even still a factor in your mind of him taking you back? I mean, is shit like this, I never believed, oh no, she's in Canada. She is in Canada for real. But then there's things here that it makes me think, is she in Canada permanently? Or is she really in her back of her mind somewhere saying, no, me and Stella are going to be together. I'll go back one day. Like, what is this? What is happening? Like, for once, can this bitch just be transparent and say what it is? Like, if that's what it is, then say that.
Okay, I gotta go for now and set up my TV. Excuse me, and sleep for a bit. And try to come back later, okay? Cheers. Bye, guys.
All right, well, an interesting video. The wig being ripped off, the cat being abandoned for 24 hours, her basically acting like there's still something between her and Sala, like that could be like Jesus. Well, I want to thank you all so much for joining me. If you are enjoying the content, please consider subscribing. It does help the channel a lot, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.